So for a street build like this, you know, we want to have comfort. That's really the key to it.
That's why we picked the Bug-Eye Sprite.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the most comfortable car we could possibly have.
But we want to have some comfort, mainly from the heat and the sound. I'm not sure you can do a whole lot with the Bug-Eyed Sprite, but
if you can make this one quiet,
but we'll give it a shot.
So our audience probably says, well, why are they thinking about insulation when this car hasn't even been painted yet? But you don't want to do this when a car is totally done. You want to plan for it as you're getting your car painted and you get that insulation.
Yeah, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking about heat control and sound control after the car has already been done.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot of work to go back in and put this stuff retrofitted back in. When you have a car like this, I mean, you can get the tub painted and then put this product in. But having it as a bare tub really is now the time to do it.
To start thinking.
It's going to cost you less. It's going to be much easier to put in, and the time to put it in really, I mean, to do a car like this, you're going to spend maybe 2 hours to do a complete car.
Yeah.
So versus having to take an interior out and
You're not
retrofit
picking
it
on my
back
car
in.
because it's small, are you?
No. It's I like it. I like the car. So basically what we want to do is we want to control vibration in the metal. That's where a lot of the sound comes from. And then obviously road noise and engine noise and things like that. And we can kind of do both heat and sound with a few products. So we're going to be doing most of the work on the inside of the street car. So it's going to be underneath your carpet. You're never really going to see it. I've got a floor pan set up here that kind of shows what we would typically do. First thing we would do is take our damping material, and that's your base layer going down directly onto the metal. Now here we show a big piece of it for demonstration purposes, but one of the misconceptions that you see, you see a lot of these builds out there, guys are taking damping material, covering the entire car with it, and if you feel that, that's a fairly heavy material.
Yeah.
So you're adding a lot of weight, and it's not necessarily a cheap material either, so you're adding a lot of cost.
Yeah, I've wondered how much I should be using too.
Yeah, you really don't need to do more than about 50% coverage in the car. And really where you kind of determine where you want to put the material is at, when you have sharp bends and ridges like that, that's a natural stiffener in the metal. So you're not going to get a lot of vibration through those areas. It's the flat areas that really cause the issue. So like you have a door set up here. You've got a big flat area in your door that is going to be basically a drum head. It's going to resonance sound through it. So you could take a piece of material no bigger than this right here, and if you put that in the center of that door, you're going to eliminate that resonance in that door, and that's all the size you need to do that. Right. So you don't need to cover the entire inside of it. You're saving weight and you're saving money at the same time. And really, you're getting the same performance that you would if you covered the entire door. And that's the key to it. So when you put it in, you really want to make sure this is stuck down good, because this has to have direct contact with the metal. If it's not adhered very well to it and you have voids and gaps in it, then that's really not doing what it's supposed to be. It's not able to do its job. And that's really all you need as far as the vibration damping. That's not a heat shield. And that's where the other misconception comes in. Everybody thinks that, it's got aluminum on it and, that's going to reflect. That's really not the case. The aluminum's there just as a substance, a scrim to hold the butyl.
Okay.
So, and keep it from sticking to the carpet on the other side. The real key to making the heat stop coming through is using a material like this, which is our material, we call it undercarpet light. So this is a 1/2 inch thick. It's a non-woven material. It's very low water absorption, so it's not going to soak up a bunch of water. But that being laid down on top of the damping material and then putting your carpet down over top of it will cure 99% of your heat issues on this car in the entire chassis of the car.
So the next thing we should probably talk about is underhood and underhood temperatures. This is the header for this car. We are going to modify the car. It's going to be supercharged, so we are going to have some heat. So you would suggest wrapping the header? Yeah,
you can wrap the header. In this case, where you're going to be generating more heat than a stock motor would be, that'll keep underhood temperatures down. That'll also keep the area where the header comes close to the firewall or the footbox. It'll help this product maintain that heat control in that area.
These old cars are famous for vapor lock. I bet you got something for that too.
We do. We have a number of line sleevings, but this is kind of the go-to sleeving for the fuel line underneath the hood. It's a split fiberglass sleeve with an aluminum face on it. But what's different about it is it's got a aluminum flap that's got an adhesive on it. So the install is very, very easy, because you start at one end, you put it around the fuel line, you wrap it over, you start to peel the adhesive layer off and stick it, and you just slide it down the fuel line until it gets down to the end, and you cut it, and you're good to go.
So it's easy to do after you put all your lines in.
Yeah, and you can put it on afterwards, or you can put it on if you have the line off. Either way, it's easy to do, which makes it nice. And this is it's a very good looking product too when it's on a street car. It's tight conforming and doesn't look awkward or bulky on the line. And then we have hood products, so underneath hood products. So we have a couple different variations there.
Is this just heat, or is this for noise too?
It's heat and noise. You'd be amazed at how much noise you hear, especially in a I'm assuming it's a convertible, right?
Oh,
no
yeah.
top on it. So the amount of noise that comes through the hood from the engine is it's quite a bit. You'd be amazed at how much you actually hear.
Noise is good, but you might get tired of it sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So putting hood insulation on is good, and it helps with your paint too.
Yeah.
So the paint takes a beating if there's no insulation underneath it.
All right, if you want to learn more about DEI and heat shielding, what's the website they should go to?
Designengineering.com. They can get all the information they need there. And if they have any other specific questions about projects they're working on, they could also get our phone number and give us a call. We have some really good experienced guys on the phone that can walk you through basically any project that you're talking about. So I have any questions on.
All right, excellent. When we get the car painted, we will be on the phone with you and we'll get what we need, and we'll be just as quiet as can be. And we'll have the quietest bug-eye Sprite on the planet.
Sounds good.
So, all right, if you like this sort of stuff, please like and subscribe to our channel. And this project, as well as every other project, is on classicmotorsports.com. Check it out. See you next time.
Support brands that support classic motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. Visit crcindustries.com to learn more.